Hello, as you know, I'm Liana. I haven't met with you before, but I understand that you are an accredited specialist lawyer.
Yes, that's correct. My name's Michael Jackall. I'm an accredited specialist. I'm a very important person. I have some qualifications I brought with me, and this has been given to me by the Law Society. The Law Society has accredited me to be an accredited specialist because I am very important. And I want to assure you that of the 3,000 provisions that underpin, please put that down, don't touch it, not law authorised, of the 3,000 provisions which underpin the Migration Act and the associated regulations and the 6,000 pages of PAM, I'm personally familiar with their entire contents, and as you know, it's expanding, and Michael Hawkins told me it's like the known universe. It will continue to expand, and I am very, very important. Yes. So, now that we've got that to one side, how may I help you?
Well,
I am very important.
I guess I need to let you know that I am just a migration agent.
What? You're not a lawyer?
No.
Well, you won't understand anything I say because I am so important. You really do need a law degree to understand all the nuances of both the law and the policy, and there's no way that... do you speak English?
Yes.
Oh, you are speaking English now. Sorry, I just didn't recognise it. But I am very important. It's very important that you understand that I am very, very important. I am an accredited specialist and a lawyer.
Okay, so this consultation is $550 plus GST per hour.
Per minute.
Okay, and I guess I'm getting access to all of that experience and knowledge that you're saying that you have. Would it be okay if I let you know the details of my client's matter now? Because
yes,
I do understand how important you are.
Yes.
And I do understand that you have amassed a huge amount of knowledge over your time as an accredited specialist lawyer.
Yes.
Just in relation to your entry into the profession, while we're on the topic, did you have to actually sit any immigration law
Oh no,
subjects?
no, I don't have to know anything about immigration law. This is the sort of thing that comes to you by a process of accretion. Simply the study of the law and having a very high opinion of oneself is sufficient to practice as a what's it called? Is it a registered migration agent?
Well, yes, I'm a registered migration agent. I just wonder, under the Code of Conduct, is there anything that would separate us as...
Oh no, except that I'm subject to twice the sanctions that you are. I can be supervised by the Law Society, by the Legal Services Commissioner, by the courts, by the OMARA, by DIAC, by really anybody who wants to throw an oar in.
Okay, so what you're saying essentially is that being an accredited specialist lawyer or being a lawyer is better than being a migration agent.
Oh, it's a lot better because I am very, very important.
Okay, so onto my client's matter. I've had some Saudi Arabians come in today.
Really?
Yes. Now, there was a Saudi Arabian male, and he's here with his wife on a 457 visa.
Yes.
They have 9 children. Okay.
That sounds very unpleasant.
Yes, well, that's the situation. He's Saudi Arabia, he's got 9 children. The situation is that he is no longer in a genuine and continuing relationship with his wife and 9 children.
Well, I'm not surprised. 9 children would make a relationship impossible, wouldn't it?
Well, I'm not sure. I'm just here to let you know what the facts are.
Oh, okay.
Now, the wife is obviously very unhappy. The husband has been with another person, and that other person is a male.
Oh, really?
Okay, so the Saudi Arabian male has formed a relationship with an Australian. They have actually recently been married in New Zealand, and the wife didn't know about it. So they're married in New Zealand, the wife didn't know about it.
Right.
So effectively what we've got here is a bigamous relationship.
No, it's not a bigamous relationship. No, it's not. This man has 2 relationships running at the same time. One is in relation to his lawful wife, and the other one is in relation to his homosexual lover with whom he has entered into a marriage.
Okay.
So in New Zealand, if they want to marry a man, that's not a problem.
All right. So
it's either that or a de facto relationship, doesn't really matter.
So what I'm looking for is whether or not you would be able to represent either the wife and the 9 children, or whether you would be able to represent the Saudi Arabian husband and the Australian partner to make an application for a partner migration visa for them, because the Australian husband is looking to sponsor his partner.
Yes.
The other problem is with that lot is that the Australian has just notified in the meeting that he has HIV, and the Saudi Arabian husband has been in prison for 4 years or thereabouts for selling oil on the black market to Israel.
Okay, so if we can just, if I can apply my specialist skills and knowledge immediately to this incredible...
Sorry, what's your name?
My name is...
Your full name?
Okay, Michael Jackall. Michael Jackall. Jackell. Michael Jackall, accredited specialist. Now, I'm going to now be very important and tell you exactly everything that you need to know, and you need to pay attention very carefully. If for some reason I say some things that you don't understand, it's important that you interrupt me.
Okay.
All right. Now,
I'd just like to interrupt.
Yes. Well, that's a bit quick, but anyway.
What I don't understand is how on earth you've come to this assumption that being an accredited specialist lawyer...
Well, it's not an assumption, it's a fact.
...is better than being a registered migration agent.
It's a fact. And if we're going to disagree about this, it's important that you listen very carefully to what I have to say. I mean, first of all, I am an accredited specialist. I'm a very important person.
Okay.
So everybody knows that. That's why I'm called an accredited specialist. I have this, which proves that I am the best of the best.
So would you say that lawyers are better than migration agents?
No, some lawyers aren't any better than migration agents at all, but as an accredited specialist, you would automatically assume that I was much more important and much better than anybody else.
Okay.
And I'm trying to convince the Omara that by the conferring of this award upon me by myself, that
which award is that?
This is the most important registered migration agent in the world award.
I've never met anybody like this before.
Well, yeah, I awarded it to myself. It's an award which I've instituted and which will be conferred upon me for the rest of my life. It is conferred once. Thereafter.
And what does it represent? Is it in relation to the knowledge that you spoke about before?
Yes, it's in relation to the knowledge. I mean, now...
Sorry, can you just give me a summary of that knowledge again?
Well, I know everything. I know everything.
Okay, and are you saying that migration agents who are not lawyers know nothing?
No, they don't know everything. They just can't know everything because that's reserved specifically for accredited specialists who are solicitors.
Okay, so basically accredited specialist solicitors or accredited specialist lawyers in immigration know everything.
Yes.
And registered migration agents who are not lawyers know...
Sometimes nothing and sometimes a little bit.
Okay, so that's why I should be here with you today.
Yes, because I'm very important.
I know close to nothing and you know pretty much
everything. Yes, that's right.
All right. Okay, so how can you help me with my client?
Well, it's very important. You've mentioned the key word, and the key word is that there is a potential for a conflict of interest, and I need to turn my mind, my weighty intellect, towards that very vexed problem. And I have a very important question for you. Are you paying attention?
Yes.
Would you agree that the husband seems to have the larger problem in that he has character issues and health issues, perhaps, as they arise, and the wife, who's got the 4, 5, 7, she's simply got 9 children, which isn't really a problem at all.
Yes.
That's right.
I guess if what you say is correct, then by deduction I would say that anything that comes out of your mouth as an accredited specialist has been carefully deduced, and therefore the statement that the wife has no problems, even though I would imagine that she would have problems, and I would have empathy for her as a woman.
I don't have feelings. I'm a lawyer. You've got to understand is that I don't have feelings. We're not allowed to have feelings, and as an accredited specialist, those feelings have been taken away from me in a formal sense. But I've got a question for you in relation to the conflict of interest, so you may be able to...
Am I still paying for this?
Yes, you are.
Yes.
So the question is this, who has the money?
Well, the husband has the money.
Well, there we are. So the husband will be my client.
Okay.
So as far as
I guess then in which case I will take the wife as the client.
Well, there's no money in that. So in relation to the husband, this is a simple problem.
But don't you think that seems like a bit of a choice based on money?
No, it's a choice based
merit,
on
merit, or based on whether you can assist them?
No, it's a choice based on the avoidance of conflict of interest. I can't act for everybody, so I will act for those people who've got the most money. I've decided that. And that eliminates the conflict of interest and puts me in a position where I can exhibit my knowledge at a level which is going to impress everybody, including myself.
Okay, well, quite frankly, I'm a bit disturbed about your ethics as an accredited specialist immigration lawyer. I'm not particularly happy with some of the things that I've heard today, and I'm not very happy about being told repeatedly how important you are.
Well, I am very important, and it's important
and having
to
pay for that.
Well,
I'm not sure why anybody would actually consult with you if you behave this way. I mean,
Yeah,
I think
like
you may...
behave what way? I don't understand.
Well, I think you might want to change your marketing.
I don't have to market. I'm too important for marketing.
Okay, well,
I mean,
alright.
you contacted me. I didn't contact you. I'm much more important than you are.
Well, I was recommended because I saw an article that you had written
About myself, the one
about
about
yourself.
how important I was.
Yes,
Yes,
and,
well,
and
what
you
do
were
you expect?
explaining to people that accredited specialists were the only people who were able to give him immigration advice comfortably because they knew
Everything.
or
And
pretty
I know
much all of
everything.
the Act and all of the regulations. So
Yes.
I assumed that was correct. But now
Yes.
that I'm here and I'm listening to you, I'm quite disturbed.
Well,
I have to
don't
say.
be disturbed. Don't trouble yourself.
Um,
Because the solution in this case is absolutely dead simple. What we're going to do is this. We're going to apply for an onshore 82801 claiming the long-term de facto relationship, albeit that he was apparently cheating on his wife, but that's not a problem. We'll do the 82801. And you said something in your telephone call about some child.
Yes, Ling Ling. Now that's the bit that I haven't mentioned yet, and that is with the partner migration application. There is a
Yes.
child that has been smuggled into Australia on a
Smuggled.
false Thai passport.
Oh, okay.
So what happened was Khalid and his Australian partner, his Australian partner's name is Jihad, they met in China,
Yes.
and whilst they were living in China, they bought a child
Not a problem.
by customary adoption, I think
Not
it
a problem.
was. They then smuggled the child to Australia
Not
on
a
a Thai
problem.
passport,
Not a
and so
problem.
the child is here, and it's a female. Her name is Ling Ling.
Okay, so the child will be included in the application?
Well, I don't know. That's a matter for you because
Oh, yes,
you'll be handling the partner migration application.
It's not a problem. We'll
and
just
that would
put
be
on.
a child of the relationship, I'm assuming. I'm not sure.
It's not a problem. Customary adoption, we'll just argue that, and we'll put on a notice of incorrect answer in respect to the false
dear.
statements. It's just unbelievably easy. And if you were an accredited specialist and knew everything, you'd know that.
Okay, and in relation to the Accredited Specialist Award, is this award here the one that you are awarding to yourself,
Yes.
or is this the one that you got from
No,
the
no,
Law
no, no,
Society?
no. This is the award that I award myself because I'm very important. Now, I
And
think
what's this?
that's to remind me of how important I am, because each year that I stay in practice as an accredited specialist, I have a bead, so I count them as I'm talking to you, and so I can remind myself about how important I am.
Okay, and is that gold or?
Yes, that's gold. That's gold. That represents the souls of the people that I've helped. So it's very powerful, and you really do need to take that into account when you're dealing with me.
Well, I've learned some very big lessons today from you.
Humility? Have you learned
Yes, I've
humility?
learned humility. I've learned all about injustice. I've learned all about unethical behaviour. I've learned about conflict of interest.
Yes.
And I've learned about bribery and corruption. I guess in some ways, Michael Jackall, I'm pleased that I met you because, quite frankly, I will never ever go to see an accredited specialist immigration lawyer again.
Well, that's a shame, and because you're going to miss out on the very, very best. So I guess we'll both have to live with that.